We're talking IGRs, insect growth regulators, everything you need to know about them and why you should be using them in cockroach treatments. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome to the channel, Craig, howtopest.com. If you've never been to this channel before, guys, and don't know what it's about, I'm going to tell you right now. This is where we highlight professional grade products and then we show you DIYers how to use them. If that's something that's of interest to you guys, hit that subscribe button down below, and these videos come out multiple times a week. Also, guys, we are going to throw links up in the channel during the video, and you can direct order by punching on those links. Guys, it's YouTube shopping, and it couldn't be any easier. So if you see a product you like, just hit that button. But hey, without any further ado, let's get into today's video. Welcome back to the channel, Craig, howtopest.com. Today I'm in the office and I am going to break down IGRs for you. Some of you have never heard of IGRs. You professionals know what they are. I'm going to walk you guys through the different types of IGRs that are out there, some of the most popular ones, and which ones you should be using for cockroaches and which one you should be using for other insects. So let's get into today's video, guys. I got some notes here. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see this. But like I said in the intro, IGR stands for Insect Growth Regulator. What does that mean? Okay, it's not going to kill the insects right away. So some of the biggest mistakes out there are taking an IGR and just applying it by itself. It's not going to do you a whole lot of good unless you are doing something that has an insecticide that's going to kill the adults that are out there. What the IGR is doing in a nutshell, it's stopping the juveniles from ever reproducing. It's stopping the eggs that hatch from turning into adults. Say it's a flea, a biting adult. Say it's a cockroach, a juvenile from not being able to molt. So they work different ways, but kind of the same gist. They just stop them from becoming adults and being able to reproduce. So let's talk about cockroaches. This is Cockroach Academy. What would be the number one, in my opinion, IGR that you would use in conjunction to the other stuff that you're using out there, whether it be your baits or it be your sprays? Now, we talked about some baits out there already. We talked about Vendetta Plus and we talked about Advian Trio. Now, both of those have an IGR already in them. So they're already giving it to you. So you don't have to go, I need a bait, I need an IGR, I need a spray. It's giving it to you in the bait. But let's say you just take an Advian cockroach bait, which is a fantastic bait, and you're saying, I'm going to apply Alpine WSG, Alpine WDG. Alpine WSG is probably one of the best, in my opinion, pesticides that you can use out there for cockroaches. And a lot of you professionals out there, you'll probably vouch for that. It's the go-to in conjunction with baits, with dust, with other things that you're using out there. But Alpine WSG does not have an IGR in it. So if you were gonna mix an IGR in with Alpine WSG, my recommendation would be Gentrol. Now, you're going to get the Gentrol concentrate. It's going to come in a tip and pour bottle, and you are going to mix in your Alpine WSG, and then you're going to add the Gentrol to that mix, giving you the IGR in your spray. Now, can you bait still? I would. Baits are fantastic. You spray first, and then you bait. So you spray, let it dry, and then you bait, and you can use those in conjunction because both of those sprays and the Gentrol IGR are non-repellents. So it's not going to affect the bait at all. Now, you saw my live I did last week, or you didn't. They came out with a new study out there, University of Kentucky, that's kind of throwing things upside down about contaminating baits. If you want to know more about that, go watch the live that we put out, and I explained the new study that the Kentucky University did on cockroaches eating bait that had been contaminated with repellent sprays or even household cleaners. And it's kind of an eye-opener out there. Some people are probably going to change their protocol. Me, I'm going to stick to the old ways of doing things because it's worked so far, so why mix it up? But very interesting study that the University of Kentucky did out there. Now, let's go into the active ingredient in Gentrol. That is hydroprene. Doesn't mean a whole lot to you DIYers out there, but that is the type of IGR that has, and it's going to deal with mainly roaches. It will deal with some forms of drain flies out there, but Gentrol, for the most part, is for roaches. That's what most people get that for. You're going to get it for your American roaches, your German roaches, your brown banded roaches, and a couple others out there. So you're thinking roaches, think Gentrol. So for Roach Academy, Gentrol is what you're going to want to use if you're mixing that in with Alpine WSG. Now, I know I haven't talked in Academy here about Alpine WSG, but it is a fantastic water-soluble granular that you mix in. Really easy to use, really safe to use. It will come in little packets, and you just basically cut it open and you dump it into the desired amount of water. One pack is generally going to take care of 1 gallon of water for roaches. Now, you can buy the bigger bottles of it, you pros out there, or you guys that think you might need more than that, but they give you the option so you don't have to buy the big expensive bottle. You can get the individual packs and use them as needed. Now, the cool thing about Gentrol is Gentrol, and I think they're the only one that does it out there, and we have it on howtopest.com. Understand everything like you saw in the intro that I tell you about in Roach Academy or any of our videos out there can be found on howtopest.com. So if you need that product or you like the one I'm talking about, just go over there and order that. It gets shipped directly to your house. So that's Gentrol and that's roaches. Just think those two together. Let's talk about another one out there that I really like. And the funny thing is, when I started doing research on this video and thinking about things, I had a gentleman by the name of Wes that was on the live last Friday, and he was asking about what is my go-to for fleas, and I told him Precor. I do love Precor, and I still stand behind that, but outdoors, I've also used Nigard. And that's what I'm going to talk about right now with you guys. Nigard is just a fantastic IGR for fleas and those ticks out there. And it also takes care of cockroaches. It takes care of mosquitoes and flies. So Nigard is probably one of the most versatile IGRs out there. Can be used, has just a lot more makeup on the label that it can be used for. Nigard comes in a little squeeze and pour bottle. A little goes a long ways. It's milliliters in the mixed rate that you use, and depending on what you go after is how much you are going to mix per gallon of water. It's the same concept. You're still going to take your insecticide, your pesticide of choice, and you have to make sure that it goes with Nigard. They'll usually give you some recommendations of insecticides, pesticides that it mixes well with. So if you have any questions on that, you can hit me up. Demand mixes well with Nigard. Suspend mixes well with Nigard. Talstar P mixes well with Nigard. A lot of stuff mixes well with it. So Nigard would be my go-to for fleas for outside. Now, I know this is Roach Academy, but Nigard takes care of roaches too, so I have to throw it in the mix for you guys out there that go, well, I use it for roaches. Okay, that's your opinion on that, and it's not a bad opinion. I like Gentrol for roaches, and I go Nigard for the outdoors, or Precor for outdoors for fleas. So either one of those, and if Wes is watching that, buddy, you can just use either one of those. Now, here's the downside to Nigard. This is what I do not like about Nigard, guys. I love the product. Love it. Absolutely love Nigard. Nothing bad to say about it. The bottle always tends to leak. So, Nigard, man, take a look at that and see if anybody else is complaining about that. But I'm even talking with the lid on. Once you break that seal, that little metal seal that's in there, or foil seal, once you break that, and then you start using it and you put the lid back on, and I'm talking straight up and down, in your truck, in your pesticide carrier, wherever you put your pesticides, it always seems to sweat and leak out. I've never had a bottle that doesn't do that. So I think it's just a bottle issue. It's not the product, but something to be aware of, that you're going to have that potential for it weeping out of the actual bottle itself. That's my only downside to Nigard, and it's been doing that for years and years. In the beginning, I used to take it back to the supplier and they'd give me a new bottle. Then I just realized it is what it is. It's not changing. It doesn't dump the whole bottle out, but it does leak out some of the Nigard. Now, understand this too, guys. IGRs are some of the safest things that you can use as far as yourself being around them. So just a really safe product to use. And a product that you want to use, especially in cockroach control. I would talk about using it in mosquito control, also in ant control, in stored pest products in the cupboards. Another fantastic thing for IGRs. Now, Gentrol, back to the roaches. I'm not going to do a video on Roach Academy for Gentrol Point Source, but Gentrol Point Source is beautiful. You guys out there that have accounts like those restaurants, those places where you're out there monthly, you're constantly dealing with roaches, Gentrol Point Source is beautiful. They're taking Gentrol, they're putting it into a little pack that's allowing that vapor to go out and continue to work for months on end. I think it's 4 months on Gentrol. And you stick them. They have little adhesive on the back, and you put them behind little refrigerator units, behind cabinets, inside cabinets, and yes, they are safe to be around the plates and things like that, just not on top of them. If you read the label, it will actually say that. I was kind of shocked on that too, but Gentrol Point Source is very safe to be around food establishments. You can't put it on food, on countertops, things like that, but it's a very safe product to use, and it kind of gives you a defense when you're not there. It's just going to continue to work and not allow any of those juveniles to molt into adults to reproduce. So until you're out there to spray again. So just, it's great, man. I put them in my restaurants all the time. Now, we did Gentrol, we did Nygaard, guys. We're going to get into Precor a little bit. Precor is methylprene. Once again, chemical name doesn't make any difference to you, but that's what it is. These IGRs just affect them a little differently. Like I said in the beginning, whether it's the eggs or it's them molting, the bottom line is they can't reproduce. That's what it does, guys. They just cannot reproduce. So Precor is my go-to for fleas, and pretty much fleas only. Does Precor do anything else? It might, guys. I'm not going to get into it. This is Cockroach Academy, but Precor is a top of the list, man, for fleas. Top of the list. Now, understand the Precor concentrate is just an IGR. The Precor aerosols, like the 2000, the 2625 for fleas, it has a pesticide in it also, and a couple other chemical makeups. So it gives you the 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 punch. But the Precor by itself is just an IGR made to be mixed with a pesticide of your choice. Now, moving on to Tico, the last one, guys. Tico is another great product out there. So just gives you a little different option out there. Some people love Tico. It's a price thing too. Gentrol versus Tico. Tico is usually a better price point out there. It is also labeled for cockroaches, fleas, bed bugs. I wouldn't use it in a bed bug program alone. I would use it in my pesticide of choice, and you know that my pesticide of choice, if you've watched enough of my videos, is Crossfire. Crossfire is my go-to, and it already has all that stuff in it. But if you need Tico for the bed bugs, it is labeled for the bed bugs itself, but it's labeled for cockroaches also. So Tico has the Priproxyfen, and what's the other one? Nuvolurin, if I say that right. Doesn't matter, but what they're doing in Tico, here's the great thing. They're giving you 2 IGRs in there, so not just one. They're going to hit them with 2 different IGRs to affect them 2 different ways. So Tico is a great product out there, and yes, I've used it. I've used Tico. Sometimes it's a bigger bottle, a little more bang for your buck out there. So good product out there, but I just, you know, you get stuck in your head with Gentrol. You've been using it and having success, so it's my cockroach IGR for all my cockroach jobs out there, Gentrol, whether it be the point source, whether it be the spray, or it be the IGR that I'm mixing in with the Alpine WSG. And yes, sometimes I mix in the Gentrol with the Alpine WSG, and I bait, which also has an IGR in it too, because what does it matter? I'm hitting them with everything, right? They eat the bait, they get an IGR, they walk over the spray, they get an IGR. So just different ways to slay that animal, guys. Slay that cockroach, I guess I should say. That's about it on the IGRs. I kind of covered all my notes that I wanted to go over on those. If you have any questions, I am happy to answer them, guys. Shoot them in the comment section down below. One thing we didn't talk about in Cockroach Academy were dusts. Dusts are a fantastic option to get inside of the outlets in places where liquids cannot go. Some examples of dust would be Delta dust, a fantastic dust out there. There's other ones out there also. Advert is a great dust. Comes in a little tube that's about this big, and you're paying 20, 30 bucks for it. I can't remember what it is. You're going, what the frick? Okay, well, what the frick is, it barely takes 1 or 2 little puffs of dust, and it's made to go in voids. Say you have a crack in a tile, but you know behind there's a void in the wall, and you just want to puff a little Advert dust in there. Advert Flowable, I think is what it's called. We also have that over at howtopest.com. Check it out, read about it. I'm not going to do too much about it today's video. We're talking IGRs, but it is a fantastic dust that, yes, I have used also. Great little dust to put in between that little grate behind the refrigerator where the condensation pan sits, and unless you took that off, you couldn't get to it. Boom, little Advert dust back in there, and it gives you a little protection. Delta dust holds up well in moist areas, so that is a bonus of Delta dust. Guys, that is it on IGRs today. That's going to be it on Cockroach Academy. Appreciate you guys joining us for all these episodes. We covered how to identify. We covered baits out there. We covered, I think we did Vendetta, we did Avian Trio, Vendetta Plus. Remember, all the Vendettas out there have IGRs in them, as far as I know. 360, Nitro, and a couple other ones. We did granulars for outside, for those American roaches, those Orientals that you get in moist spots. A lot of the baits are going to take care of Orientals also, especially the Avian Trio. And then I believe we did bait stations. I believe we did bait stations. So I should have went back and checked our videos. And now we're doing dust and IGRs, and that gives you the complete package for taking care of roaches, whatever roach you may be dealing with out there. Like I said, if you have any questions, something I may have missed, I'm only human, guys. Throw it down in the comment section. I am happy to answer it for you. If you have not subscribed to our channel, do us a favor. If you like these videos, hit that subscribe button. They come out multiple times a week, and we are now going live every Friday. Love for you guys to join us. I love when you pros jump in, because I don't know everything, and there's pros out there, just like on the last live, that actually showed me a new product that we actually picked up today, and I'm going to try, that I had no experience with. So every pro has a different way of doing things, and they live in different states, so they may be dealing with things that you don't deal with in your state. So it's great to hear their opinions out there. Guys, that is it. Craig, howtopest.com.